Thousands have applied.
Hundreds were interviewed.
Only 4 made it to the final. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Scholarship!
We were looking for candidates who are outspoken, confident, who at least have a little understanding of the energy sector, who knows what they want to achieve when they go to Dundee, and upon coming back to Ghana, what they hope that they can give back to society.
Okay, the scholarship I think has been very challenging, and we've had several moments. Some are emotional. In all, I think it's been a very nice program. Academically, people do listen and they give us a feedback that, come on, we are doing a good job. And I would say a thumbs up to the organizers. They've really done a good job.
I'm really proud of Go Study Abroad. Mono and your team, I think you are excellent. Well done for a fantastic job, and I know that the future is really bright. Thank you to Joy FM and obviously my company, Amazing You. I think we've all come together to do something really, really wonderful that will leave a great legacy for people to come later on.
So far it's good. It's been my first competition of such, and honestly speaking, it's been fantastic. I think the scholarship is good because it's educational. It's an educational radio contest. So it's not just meant for you to have fun, but it's meant for you to learn something. Apart from that, the fact that you get so much exposure to the outside world, to the corporate world.
Mrs. Jennifer Adjiman, who's with Amazing You, and she is the judge for this week's episode.
Our judge this week is Mr. Edward Bauer, the Communications Director for the Ministry of Energy.
Our judge for this week's edition is Mr. Francis Aban, a well-trained journalist.
There's also a plus for the scholarship in that we're not trying, or they're not seeking to build people who are just theory-minded, but people who are practical. We're trying to create people who have soft skills, and holistically it has been good. The package has been very, very good. I'm very, very impressed by the scholarship program. I think my best moment of this competition has been that of the trip to Beige Village. I still recall that event or that session very well, and we were taking through so many activities, and it made me feel holistic, knowing that I'm not just going to learn but also to have fun. The worst moment I've ever had was when Kwame Sechiyama tried to pull off a stunt. I think that was, I don't know, I recall it was the 3rd week, and he was supposed to do an eviction as usual, evict one person before the contest begins, and all of a sudden he began mentioning, as usual, he mentioned names of all the contestants, and for some reason he called my name first.
Dennis Aurelius Akande. Walk out of the studio.
So I was like, oh my god, it has dawned on me. I mean, I'm out. I couldn't believe it. I think my eyes just almost popped out. So my heart started beating. I walked out of the studio, and all of a sudden I heard him call the second person's name.
Paul Opunti, Lloyd Owusu Asan, Samuel Abwaje, Eric Sijufe Akude. Walk out of the studio.
So I was like, oh, okay, so that was just a stunt. Honestly, he had me at that moment. So at the end of it, we were laughing about it. I told him that he really had me. I'll be honest, I think that had an impact on me that week.
How many standard time zones are there on Earth? 7. Earth is the only planet known to have life. True or false? False. What is the most popular local dialect in Ghana? Akan. Who is the minority leader in Ghana's parliament? Which year was the Jubilee Field discovered? 2009. In which year did the Jubilee Field begin production?
My worst moment was when we were asked to mention countries that begin with S. And surprisingly, I was really surprised I mentioned Sultan of Brunei. Sultan of Brunei. I realized that I even mentioned that the Titanic sank because it was a woman. Come on, that was right. But I think it's because I was put on the spot and the tension. And it was my worst moment actually, because when I came out, I realized I just gave an answer which I wasn't supposed to, and that's my worst moment.
I personally feel that the scholarship is a great program, It's very, very challenging intellectually. You put your strength against the best in the game. And the nature of the questions too causes you to think. It's not just from the classroom per se. You have to be aware of what's around you, basic everyday stuff. So it forces you to reach the excesses of your brain to come out with answers.
I think the scholarship has been a wonderful platform, and if there is any sense of thinking on your feet, it's the scholarship, because you are challenged to do that every moment that we come on the show, and it brings out another side of you. I mean, it challenges you to think at the spur of the moment, and even some of the tasks that we are given, and mostly it challenges your way of doing things. And in total, it's been a wonderful platform for graduates, as we all are.
I guess my best moment would be 2 weeks ago, when after the show I was told I was the best contestant, And my worst moment, during the first week or the second week, I'm not sure, I was asked who brought Coco to Ghana, and I said Fernando Pro, when I was thinking of Tete Kwashi.
I think I can pick my best moments from 2 sections. One, when we went to the beach village. When we got to finding the clues and win the prize, even though my team didn't get to win the prize, but I really played an instrumental role in us finding the clues, and that was really fun. And I also tested my ability to trust my friends. When we did the free fall, it was a bit scary, but I took the challenge and did it. I think that was very nice. The coaching session would be, I think, the best for me.
We say the mind is the most amazing computer ever. Some of these things that they do to the other computers, do it to your mind, upgrade it. Delete some files, do a bit of editing, do some boosting, do some rebooting. It will make a difference, I guarantee it.
Because, we were taught things, lessons that would always be with us. Even as we go along with our career, our life, education and everything. The worst moment, I think it was one of the shows. And just before the show began, myself and I think juniors came up for eviction. In fact, it was scary.
Solomon, Eli, Gebo, and Junius Edusei Jemfi. One of them is leaving the competition tonight. Let me find out from you, Solomon. If you were to leave right now, what would you take away with you?
And I really had to, think positive and really come out of it.
The coaching sessions and everything we've done so far has helped make me a better person that I enter the competition.
And thankfully, I'm still in the show. That for me was my lowest point, but so far everything has been wonderful.
It's not like I know all the answers to all the questions, trust me. Sometimes I'm like, oh, really? Not answer. But yeah, it's a learning process. I'm still learning as well. Everybody's learning, so just make the most of it. Thanks.
As I've said to all of you, yes, there's a winner tonight, but it's not all about the winner tonight. It's about all of you, all 8 of you who took part in this competition. It's not about winning, it's about what you've learned. It's about what you're taking away. The visits, all the presentations you had. It's about picking one thing out of every presentation that you learned about. It's about thinking, who am I? Where do I want to go to? And what do I really want in life? All I want to say is, this is your chance. A chance to make a difference to yourself, to your family, to your community.